What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I am doing a face palette collection video slash mini declutter because there are some items that I do want to go ahead and declutter. So let's jump right in. Let's start off with this drawer. All right, so I guess we can start off with NARS. All right, so we're talking about NARS. I was talking, but I wasn't filming, so got to do it over again. So I think I was talking about NARS. Yes. Did I leave off with this one? I think I did, but this is a NARS holiday palette. Love this. Luminous Bold Blushes. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this, even though it's older. NARS Star palettes. What is it? Not Star palette, Rising Star palette from last holiday. Haven't got a chance to use this, but these blushes look stunning, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I'll keep that. This older palette, I remember I was just really excited about getting this. I found it at TJ Maxx. I decluttered the other one. It was a little bit too light for me, but this one's perfect. I'm gonna keep that. This one I used a lot. I really like this one, the Exposed palette. I got this at TJ Maxx too. It's really pretty. More wearable. I think these are more wearable and a little bit lighter. I really like this. I need to pull it out. Okay. It's my NARS Dior highlighting palette. It's the only one I have. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Charlotte Tilbury. Really like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Did I show you guys this one already? I don't remember, so I'm going to have to show it again. This NARS Quad, Blush Quad. Really like this. I used this a few times. I don't know. I love the packaging, and the blushes are really pretty too. I just really like NARS blushes. Let's see. Let's get into MAC. This was such a pretty face palette. I like when MAC does palettes like this. Here it is. It's from last holiday. I remember loving the blush. I couldn't stop applying it. The Extra Dimension blush. Such a pretty palette. The packaging is so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. I'm gonna pull this out again pretty soon. This MAC palette, I'm gonna use it soon. Here's some more holiday palettes, older, but this is so pretty. I loved these blushes. So beautiful, high shine, luminous. They're Extra Dimension blushes in, what is this? Dipped in Stars and Sipping on Stars. So pretty. And here's another one with the bronzer. These were such good palettes. I like when they do things like that. Let's see. Pat McGrath. It's a Bridgerton collection. Really like this. I like Pat McGrath blushes. Another Pat McGrath. Peeping. I probably want to declutter a lot of items. I have just a couple. Fenty Beauty. I like this one. Face highlighter and bronzer palette. I like this one. This highlighter is stunning. It's gonna be a little swatch. It's a really pretty highlighter. Okay. A Laura Mercier face palette that I am definitely keeping. It's so pretty, but I just haven't used it yet. It's very soft. I think this looks like a really nice spring blush palette, but I haven't used it. I use most of my face palettes, but this one is the one I have not used. Kevin Aucoin. This is the Contour Book, The Art of Sculpting and Defining, Volume 3. Here it is. Really pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but I use this a lot. I really like this palette. I need to pull it out because they have the sculpting powders in there. But I think I was using this more so in the summertime, but this is such a good palette. Let's see, this is a Jaclyn Hill palette that I really wanted at first, and I waited till it was like $20. Was it on Morphe? I can't remember, but Here it is. I haven't used it yet. I like pinks, so here it is. Definitely gonna keep this. Keep that. Okay, last drawer. Hourglass. Okay, let's start off with not Hourglass. Let's start off with this one, the Charlotte Tilbury one. Love this one. I used to use this a lot in the summertime, but this is a good one by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. This is one of the palettes that I have not used in my collection. This is a Marc Jacobs one. I found this at TJ Maxx. I'm gonna keep it because I like the blush in here, the shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I think it's just really pretty. Let's see. This one I recently used not too long ago, and I really like the blushes. But I use them more so as blush toppers. It's a Becca palette. It's the Sunsetter palette. I use the blushes more so as blush toppers, and the bronzer is really pretty, really nice and luminous. So I'm gonna keep this. I think this would be really nice for summer too. Anything else? Let's see. I think everything else is Hourglass. Natural Face palette by Too Faced. I really like this one. This smells really good. I like the whole palette. I think it's beautiful. I notice when spring approaches, I always grab this palette. This face palette is the first one I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. It's just such a beautiful palette. I would repurchase this. You can still smell it. It smells so sweet and strong. Another Pat McGrath palette, Bridgerton. Really beautiful. I'm gonna keep this. I need to pull this out. I will pull this out probably around February or January, most likely February, but I need to pull this out and use it. It's beautiful. I know my mom found one at TJ Maxx. Scott Barnes. I was supposed to pull this out, these palettes out like in the summertime, but I never did. But yeah, I'm gonna keep them because I think they're gorgeous. I have used them. I had to mix a lot of the shades together, but this is stunning. The sculpting one. Here's a sculpting one. I'm keeping this. I remember wanting these and they were like 40% off and I grabbed them. All right, and here is the blush one. Really pretty. I'm gonna keep this. So last we have Hourglass. I actually used this yesterday when I went to a holiday party, and I love this one. When I go out of town, I take this with me. Staycations, I take this with me. So I'm gonna keep this. This is the oldest one, probably the unlocked one. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. What is this? This one. This one, this is probably one of the oldest ones in my collection. I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of this. I never pull for this one. I have mood exposure somewhere else. I know I do. Where's mood exposure? If I have mood exposure somewhere else, I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, I have it in this palette. This one is kind of light. And this one I don't even really use. I mean, it's pretty, but I don't know. It's super, and I have mood exposure already. I mean, they don't swatch the best, these Hourglass palettes. Let me think about this one. But I'm considering decluttering that one. Here. It's another Hourglass blush palette. Surreal Lucy Glow Infinite Blush. Look at this. This actually looks like this one, but it has just more pop to it. This has to be like a lighter blush. It's very similar. Declutter this. And it's the oldest one I have in my collection. This one I've used way more than I used the other one, and these shades are better. So, and I have mood exposure already. So I'm going to declutter that. Keeping that. I'm going to keep this one. This is the Sculpture because it has mood exposure in here. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one. I like this palette. Ambient Lightning Edit Universe. Here it is. I used this a few times and I really liked it. These shades are really beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. I'm gonna keep these two. This is just stunning. These are absolutely stunning. I can say that these are like one of my favorite highlighters in my collection. This is the Metallic Strobe Lighting palette, and this is just stunning. Like, this is stunning. It just blends nicely on the skin. It's nice and poppy and metallic. It's beautiful. I would buy a backup of this one. That's a good one. All right, so these I'm definitely keeping. The leopard, this is the leopard palette, but I got shade 3, I believe, this one. This came out this year. I did use this. I believe I created a short with this palette. It's really beautiful. Hourglass actually has gotten me into orangey shades when it comes to blushes, so yeah. Yeah, let's do this one. So open up a box. I think this is the one I'm considering. Yes, another Hourglass. These are pretty old. This one, this ambient palette, but I really liked it for the bronzer. One of these shades are broken. It pops out. I think it's that one. See the thing? These blushes look beautiful, but I like the bronzer. One of these shades are popping out. This is an older palette. These blushes, out of all the blushes I have in my collection, like my Hourglass collection, these are the ones that don't look the best on me. They're kind of like, I don't want to say maybe slightly powdery. I don't know. They just don't look the best on me. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one, which is kind of like, I never thought I would declutter Hourglass, to be honest with you. This one is the Tiger palette from last holiday. Stunning. This is beautiful. Love these shades. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this Elephant palette, but I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Beautiful. Excuse the ring light. Here it is. This is stunning. Stunning. Beautiful. Love it. Really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I can't believe I decluttered an Hourglass palette. Look at me go. So we got rid of these two palettes. It's just time. It's time. It's time. Thank you for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.